Hey everybody, welcome to your Virgo horoscopes for the week of October 8th through October 14th. We have Venus moving into Virgo this week, and we have the moon escorting her in, which means it's going to be a bit of a challenge, really, because as Venus and the moon are moving into your sign on Monday, they're moving into your sign in opposition with Saturn. This challenge is really going to be amplified, pardon me, on Monday and Tuesday as Venus is moving into your sign because the moon is in such a close proximity at the time. So it does make it a bit of an emotional challenge, but I feel like sometimes we need that emotional challenge in order to get over our own selves sometimes, because we need that every now and then. Saturn's focus is on the mind and how the mind works. And with Venus and the moon coming into your sign, really focused on long-term goals, specifically your long-term creative goals, your mindset really has a lot to do with the success of those goals. For instance, if you go into a goal thinking that you're not going to succeed, you're not going to put the same amount of effort into it as you would if you go into it knowing that you're going to do whatever it takes to succeed. And as we move through the week, Saturn's focus moves from the mind into the past. So it's also kind of adding an interesting element of the mindset that you've used in the past is not necessarily going to work this time. So don't do the same thing you did before, expecting different results, basically. The truth of the matter is that mindset is everything. It depend, in terms of whether you success or fail, you are successful or you fail at something. Your mindset really is everything. 9 times out of 10 failures are doomed to begin with because of a mindset that is just not positive enough. And when you have a negative mindset, you're looking for an excuse that's going to basically be the end of your goals. And it's not necessarily you. It's all about personal accountability. And that's what Saturn is all about, is taking that personal accountability for your actions and making sure that you walk the walk instead of just talk the talk. So really, yes, it's a bit of a challenge, but at the same time, it's a really important lesson that if you choose to learn it, can really make a difference in how your goals pan out from here on out. Think about it that way. Venus is also in a sextile with Mars, almost Mars and the sun. In fact, I do believe the sun is going to move closer into conjunction with Mars. Not quite. Mars is going to get away with them. But Venus does continue that sextile with Mars throughout the week. And Mars focus really is on your career. So we're talking about long-term career goals here as well. Venus and Mars working together. I love it when Venus and Mars work together because it is the quintessential masculine and feminine energy, the logic and the emotion, thinking it through and feeling it through. It's a balance that most of us really need. And it's sort of providing that for you now. So when we're talking about long-term career goals, we need to make decisions based on both, not just one. Yes, we need to do what makes sense, but we also need to do what feels good too. And I feel like Virgos really kind of miss out on that part a little bit because Virgos tend to be more intellectually driven and not as much emotionally driven. But believe it or not, both things are required to make the best decisions for the goals that you're putting in place. So bottom line here is that Venus is coming in to be very, very helpful to you currently right now to add that layer of creativity that you might have been missing in the past. But of course, she's not going to come in and just help you. She's going to create some challenges for you, but those challenges are going to help you really stop making the same mistakes that you've always made and give you the opportunity to make new mistakes, but also give you the opportunity to see just how much you can accomplish when you let go of old bad habits, which we all have in some capacity. So that's what I have for you guys this week. If you love your horoscopes, do click the link in the description and send me a coffee. That is my tip and donation link, and I appreciate that very much. If you are listening rather than viewing, that's ko-fi.com/heavy metal psychic. Also check out heavymetalpsychic.com. Lots of fun stuff going on there, including it's going to completely change into a completely different website. It's so exciting. I can't wait to see what it turns out to be. And I invite you all to come and join me and see what it turns out to be also. I'm Melissa Bruce, Heavy Metal Psychic. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next week. In the meantime, you guys kick some butt and make it a really positively productive week, like only you Virgos can. You guys have a good one. Make it a great week. I'll see you guys next week.